A Russian armored column advances across open terrain. Multiple infantry fighting vehicles, tank support, smoke screens deployed. Standard combined arms doctrine, executed by the book. 7 minutes later, the column no longer exists. Not scattered, not retreating. Destroyed. 11 armored vehicles, disabled, burning, or abandoned. Estimated cost, over $10 million in equipment. The force that stopped them? According to battlefield documentation, primarily commercial quadcopters modified to carry explosives. Estimated unit cost, $2,000 each. What happened in those 7 minutes reveals why armored warfare is fundamentally broken. Frontline Briefing, uncovering modern warfare's hidden battles. According to footage analysis, the engagement followed a pattern observed repeatedly in recent conflicts. Armored forces attempting to advance across defended terrain without adequate suppression of precision anti-armor systems. The Russian approach, based on visible tactics, armored column formation, smoke generation for optical concealment, infantry support from fighting vehicles, tank overwatch providing fire support. This represents standard mechanized infantry doctrine. It should work. But modern anti-armor capabilities have created an asymmetry that Doctrine hasn't fully addressed. The defenders possessed 4 critical capabilities: precision-guided missiles, top attack profiles defeating reactive armor by striking turret roofs, commercial FPV drones, quadcopters carrying explosive charges, costing thousands of dollars instead of millions, GPS-guided artillery, providing accuracy within meters at ranges exceeding 30 kilometers, real-time reconnaissance, continuous overhead surveillance enabling immediate strike coordination. The tactical problem: each system can kill multi-million-dollar armored vehicles at a fraction of the cost. A Javelin missile, $240,000. An FPV drone, $2,000. The target is a T-90 tank, $4.5 million. But cost asymmetry only tells part of the story. The engagement began with the armored column's advance across approximately 2 kilometers of open terrain toward prepared defensive positions. Initial Ukrainian response: precision anti-tank guided missile employment. Footage shows a top attack strike on the lead vehicle, consistent with Javelin or NLAOW characteristics. The weapon penetrates turret armor from above, where armor is thinnest. Modern anti-tank missiles exploit this vulnerability specifically. Reactive armor on the sides and front is defeated by attacking the top. Within seconds, the crew abandons the damaged tank and moves to the accompanying armored personnel carrier. Standard survival doctrine: evacuate disabled vehicle, continue mission with supporting assets. But the initial strike serves a secondary purpose beyond destroying one vehicle. It reveals the column's location, speed, and formation to reconnaissance drones overhead. Artillery coordinates are generated, strike packages prepared. Footage shows precision artillery strikes on stationary and moving vehicles. The weapon characteristics suggest GPS-guided munitions, likely M982 Excalibur or similar systems with circular error probable, under 10 meters. The pattern that emerges represents a modern kill chain. Detection: reconnaissance drone identifies targets. Discrimination: operators determine prioritization. Strike coordination: artillery for area, drones for precision. Damage assessment: overhead drones confirm kills. Re-engagement: additional strikes on the survivor. Footage shows multiple FPV drones striking vehicles in sequence. Small impacts are visible, followed by secondary explosions as ammunition detonates. A 2 to 3 kilogram charge is often enough to penetrate joints, hatches, or engine compartments. Warheads are sufficient to penetrate armor at joints, hatches, or engine compartments. The goal isn't complete destruction, just mission kill. Within minutes, the column is combat ineffective. Multiple vehicles burning, others abandoned. Formation disrupted.
У них вовк.
Ярик, заходимо на посадку.
Шеф, заходимо. То в них там люди і техніка, так?
Так, техніка, тут навіть бліндаж, такий куполок вони зробили.
Russian forces attempted standard counter-drone measures visible in the footage. Smoke deployment created visual obscuration. This defeats optical targeting systems and complicates FPV drone piloting. But smoke presents limited effectiveness against modern systems. FPV drones can be piloted through smoke using the last known target location. Thermal imaging penetrates most smoke types. GPS-guided artillery is unaffected by visual obscuration. Smoke works against direct-fire weapons and older anti-tank systems. It's less effective against the modern precision threat. Footage shows Russian artillery counter-battery fire targeting suspected Ukrainian positions. This represents an appropriate doctrinal response: suppress enemy anti-tank systems through indirect fire. But the engagement outcome suggests suppression was insufficient or mistargeted. Ukrainian FPV drone operations continued. Additional precision strikes occurred despite counter-battery efforts. Reconnaissance drones maintained overhead observation. This reveals a fundamental challenge. Traditional combined arms doctrine assumes suppression can neutralize anti-armor threats. But when those threats include dozens of dispersed $2,000 drones operated by individuals with FPV goggles, suppression becomes exponentially more difficult. You can't suppress what you can't locate, and locating 20-plus drone operators spread across several square kilometers requires resources the advancing force doesn't have. The tactical problem has no easy solution with current systems.
Чорні точки і ось роз'їзди. Це чи колесна, мабуть, колесна, може гусенична. Звідси погано зараз видно.
The engagement destroyed or disabled approximately 11 armored vehicles based on footage analysis. The breakdown, visible in footage. Infantry fighting vehicles. 7 vehicles at approximately $1.5 million each equals $10.5 million. Main battle tanks. 2 vehicles at approximately $4 million each equals $8 million. Armored personnel carriers. 2 vehicles at approximately $500,000 each equals $1 million. Total equipment loss, approximately $19.5 million. Against this, the cost of Ukrainian systems employed. Javelin missiles at approximately $240,000 each. If 2 to 3 employed, approximately $600,000. FPV drones at $2,000 to $5,000 each. If 20 plus employed, approximately $80,000. GPS-guided artillery at approximately $100,000 each. If 5 to 10 employed, approximately $750,000. Total engagement cost estimate, approximately $1.5 million maximum. The economic ratio, $1.5 million investment destroyed $19.5 million in equipment, a 13-to-1 return on investment. But the real cost extends beyond equipment. Trained crew casualties, mission failure, morale impact on surviving units, strategic inability to conduct armored operations in this sector without prohibitive losses. This creates a sustainability problem. If every armor advance costs this much equipment for this little gain, the operation becomes economically unviable, regardless of overall force size. This isn't just economics. It's enabled by 3 technological shifts that have fundamentally altered armored warfare. First, commercial drone adaptation. FPV quadcopters originally designed for racing were modified for military use by adding explosive payloads, extending control range, and developing swarm tactics. The adaptation occurred rapidly, within months, at minimal cost. Second, real-time reconnaissance and targeting. Small commercial drones provide continuous overhead surveillance, target identification, and immediate strike coordination. This compresses the sensor-to-shooter timeline from minutes to seconds. Third, precision artillery proliferation. GPS-guided artillery munitions, once rare and expensive, have become increasingly available. This transforms artillery from an area weapon to a precision strike system. Combined with drone reconnaissance, artillery can engage individual vehicles at maximum range with high probability of first-round hits. These 3 technologies, combined, create an anti-armor environment more lethal than any in military history. This engagement reveals why traditional combined arms approaches face unprecedented challenges. The theoretical solution, combined arms integration. Infantry clears anti-tank teams. Artillery suppresses enemy positions. Air support destroys heavy weapons. Armor exploits gaps. But modern battlefield realities create mismatches. Infantry can't clear dispersed FPV drone operators. Artillery can't suppress dozens of small mobile threats. Air support faces its own air defense challenges. Gaps close faster than armor can exploit them. Doctrine assumes identifiable, fixable threats that can be suppressed or destroyed. Reality presents distributed, numerous, inexpensive threats that regenerate faster than they can be eliminated. Potential solutions include active protection systems intercept incoming projectiles, electronic warfare jamming drone control signals, counter-drone weapons for point defense, unmanned armor reducing crew risk. But most of these solutions remain years from widespread fielding. Current armored forces operate with systems designed for a threat environment that no longer exists. This engagement represents one data point in a larger pattern. Similar outcomes have occurred repeatedly. Armored forces advancing against prepared defenses with modern anti-armor systems suffer unsustainable casualties. The strategic implication: traditional mechanized warfare faces a technological crisis. The dominance armor enjoyed for nearly a century, from WWI breakthrough to Cold War maneuver warfare, has been fundamentally challenged by the convergence of precision weapons, commercial drone technology, and real-time reconnaissance. This doesn't mean armor is obsolete. It means armor employment doctrine must evolve faster than it currently is. The forces that adapt survive. Those who continue executing 20th century doctrine with 21st century weapons face the outcome documented in this engagement. 7 minutes, 11 vehicles, $10 million in equipment destroyed by $2,000 drones. The numbers reveal the fundamental shift. When the cost to attack drops this far below the cost to defend, armored warfare, as we knew it, cannot sustain itself. Thank you for watching this tactical breakdown. If this analysis was valuable, the like button and subscribing help us continue producing detailed military analysis. Here's a question for the tactically minded. Given the demonstrated effectiveness of low-cost anti-armor systems, should militaries prioritize developing better active protection for existing armor, or shift investment toward unmanned systems that eliminate crew risk? The economic and tactical trade-offs are significant either way. Let me know your assessment in the comments. For deeper analysis of armor warfare evolution, I've linked to military doctrine publications and weapons effectiveness studies in the description.